in Fayetteville because it's a military town. So many people, but also you leaving. You already know what it is, man. It's the Celebrity Guru. It's King Maserati Santana. I'm definitely in the building, and this is another exclusive interview, celebrity interview that is right here on the Rize TV, straight uncensored. You already know what it is. I got Fayetteville's own in the building with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Who we got in the building with me?
Man, you got Baylew the Barber from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Celebrity barber, regular barber, all around barber, successful barber. Successful barber, that's the main thing. That's what I'm out here trying to preach.
That's a fact.
Tell people how to,
That's a fact. And you know what? Let's I'm gonna jump right in because it's not a lot of successful barbers out here. You know,
man, it's watered down, man. These barbers, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody think they appointment barbers.
Right.
Everybody can get on Instagram, show one haircut, two haircuts. And they who they are, but to be successful, man, you got to be there. You got to make money. You got to have something to show for it. You got to really, barbers don't really get into credit and trying to purchase something. They just let me cut hair, get some sneakers. I used to be that barber. Give me a pair of sneakers that week. I got enough to go out. Hey, I'm good. I'm out the door. Nobody have that, that structure no more.
Right.
Because being a barber, you self-employed.
Absolutely.
So you have to do, to be a self-employed, and that's with anything you do. I don't care if you cut grass. I don't care if you sweep porches. If you work for yourself, you have to put in that. If you ain't putting nothing in, you ain't getting nothing out.
Right. So how do you feel like you structured yourself?
What? This is what I did. I
talk that shit.
Hey man, listen. Let me tell you, man. First of all, I'm an owner, but I still carry myself as that barber that just started. What I mean by that, even I'll hold out a sign. Like I'm never bigger than what I am. It don't matter who I cut. Right. I'm still the same person, So I keep myself structured and grounded because I know it's the regular everyday people that really need me. Exactly. So that's what I'm there for. I'm there for the working man. That's how I get paid.
I like that. I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you one on that one. I like that.
I'm gonna drink one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And Happy New Year, man. You had a dope New Year's party with Mr. Cheeks. You know what I'm saying? I want to go ahead and start that off with Happy New Year. You know what I mean? Like coming and meeting you for the very first time. So that was dope too.
And I'm gonna tell you that stems from what I used to do in Fayetteville. Like every year I do something major. It was July 4th for the community, for people that I've cut,
right.
The barbers, people I know, just a way, because I like to entertain me and my wife. Shout out to her, you know what I'm saying?
Give her one.
Let me tell you, give her one more for me.
Yes, sir.
That's what we do. So every year, when I come to Charlotte, our backyard ain't big enough to blow up fireworks. So I said, let's do a New Year's. And I started off with Special Ed, which was a killer show. Last year, I wish I would have met you then. Hey, look, I had Greg Nice. He killed it. And then this year, Mr. Cheeks, he shut it down. You know what I'm saying?
He damn sure did.
Shut it down. So, next year going to be something different too. So we try to keep that going. That's just something we like doing.
Absolutely. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you and your family.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Baylew the Barber, though?
Baylew the Barber, man, he's something different. This is a guy that grew up just with a pair of clippers in his hand at a young age and figured out you can make money with this. But not only just cutting hair. I'm a counselor. I do therapy with people. I help people out. When people come to me, you see what I'm saying? I'm different from just a barber. We have conversations. So it's like that energy that I put out and give to people before they leave. Nice haircut, beautiful haircut. But that complimenting, that if you having a bad day, so whatever I can do, because I done been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Being young in the streets and all that, and then married, had a kid, and been married for 23 years. So I can kind of explain a lot of stuff to certain people. And I some barbers, they just cut your hair, but some people need somebody to talk to.
So that's what I was going to say. A lot of barbers don't even know how to begin to start a conversation when you get in their chair.
Man, listen, sometimes you got to let your clients talk. And you know what I'm saying? So I got clients that call me even after work. We do what pastors do. We got special powers if you do what you're supposed to do, because people come to me before they, believe it or not, before they come to their spouse. Some people tell me things before they tell God, because it's like they feel free to tell. We counselors in the black community, as a barbershop, as a barber, that person you cutting is telling you something, and then your response is what's gonna, that determines what's gonna help them or not.
Barbershops and hair salons, you can get the best conversations.
But now it's so watered down. Everybody want to be appointment barbers, so nobody really. It's like, let me give you an example. A client coming there and they say, "Oh man, my wife tripping. And you might got 2 or 3 people that agree. Like, hey, my wife do the same thing. And then now they're like, okay, you know what? My wife ain't the only one that do it, so it might just help out. Let me tell you what I do to help that situation.
Right. Real quick before we go to break, though, I'm glad that you said that, because that was actually one of my questions for you. Like, how important is it from having walk-ins and appointments?
I'm gonna tell you what. I made more money because I do the books, and that's another thing about being a successful barber. I do the books. When I had walk-ins, I made more money than appointments, but now, being that the way I learned how to structure it, it kind of balanced out. But I remember that walk-in, it was going like that. It was probably more work for people, and that's what's wrong with barbers now. They just want to have, let me cut this guy for $100, cut this guy. You made $200. When I'm cutting this guy for $50 or whatever, I done made way more than that between the hours of 6 and 12 than you made from 9 to 5.
That's a fact.
So then it's just how you do it.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I need everybody to keep it locked right here on Straight Uncensored. I got my man Baylew. He in the building. We got more coming up. Just keep it locked right here. Sir, we back. It's the King Celebrity Guru, King Maserati Santana. I'm still in the building. I still got my homie in the building with me too, man. Baylew the Barber. You still here with me?
Yep, I'm still here with you.
Absolutely, homie. Hey, listen, so you got to tell the people where you from, bro. Like, where you came from, bro.
Man, I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina. My mom originally from Ethiopia. She's Ethiopian and Italian. And I was born at Warmack Medical. They don't even think they got that hospital no more. Straight out of from Foxfire, went to Westover, been there all my life. So Fayetteville is where I'm from. And one thing I can say about Fayetteville is, like, we different, but we only different when we outside the city. You see what I'm saying? Pay attention to Cole and the people that's really doing something. We got some people that's really doing something big. And then even with just how I know how I feel, because when I went to Charlotte, it's a whole nother feeling.
So Foxfire considered the West Side, though.
Yeah, that's West Side. That's West Side. Yeah.
Name some of the cats that you know from the West Side.
Man, a lot of people. Man, I'm just gonna shout out the rest in peace. The people that I know that's from the West Side that passed. These jokers. I know tons of people that's alive, but shout out to, like, my boy Wink. Shout out to Benny. Shout out to Cody. Shout out to Spates. Shout out to, it's just I don't even want to get it to make it just a sad program.
Yeah.
But, shout out to all them, and then shout out to my family, my brother, my wife family that's down there. Shout out to the barbershop, the original Razor Edge barbershop, 1 and 2. Shout out to all them barbers there. And, shout out to the Westover people, my class of 98. And the people I grew up with that really shout out to Jerry. Jerry let me cut hair at his house. We on a barbershop subject, so we talk about that. I cut hair, plenty of people at his house. Shout out to him, Ponderosa.
Did you ever get a chance to meet Filthy Rich?
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah. Bomb Shelter.
Bomb Shelter, nah. I know these cats, though. I know them, like, they got history. When you get through Fayetteville, you came through the West, though. I know you was, but we never, like, met straight up.
Right. Westover.
I'm different, though.
Okay, the
you
West
know what
Side.
I'm saying?
Shout out to Foxfire.
Yeah. You gotta shout out Foxfire.
Yeah,
that's where the shops was, on the West Side. Both of them shops, Razor Edge 1 and 2, both on Yakin Road. I kept them right there. I kept one right beside Foxfire.
Yeah.
And then one up the street, but still over there on the West Side.
So tell me, like, what exactly made you leave Fayetteville to relocate?
You know what it was? It was a trip me and my wife took to Vegas. Outside of Fayetteville. Then again, that's what I'm telling everybody. You have to travel outside just to see something different. Because all I seen was Foxfire, Yakin Road, Scarborough Road. I went to Vegas. that was my first trip like out of town, and then I seen it was I think a fight night, and I seen our people with money. And I said, you know what, I can't get that. I can, you know what I'm saying? It was looking good. I said, you know, I can't get that in Fayetteville because being a barber from Fayetteville, you get a lot of your friends, you got a lot of your family. They don't want to tip you. They don't want to give you the extra. You know, you go out your way. You feel like you're not receiving back that energy that you giving. You know what I'm saying? Because I gave Fayetteville, like, when I'm in Fayetteville, I do comedy. I had the comedy shows just jumping. Comicville, that's my brand that I came up with. And we had Fayetteville jumping for 3 years, once a month at different, like, you know, like different clubs. It depends on what club I was at. But I had that jumping. The shops, when I'm there, like, my energy is just, and I just brought it here to Charlotte. That's how I ran across the people I ran across. That's why I cut the people I cut.
So relocating to Charlotte from Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Now you get to Charlotte. Like, who's some of the first people that you run across?
Oh my God! As far as the people I cut, or
just people just trying to get locked in.
Let me tell you something. When I first moved to Charlotte, the first place I moved, I started cutting. Is, you know, I was just so anxious to get in a shop, and my man kind of turned me on. Another cat, rest in peace, 6. He turned me on to a shop that was on the east side of Charlotte. That was in kind of like a neighborhood that wasn't so good.
Right.
But I met my best clients from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met some real people there. Unfortunately, I wasn't there that long. But see, what I do when I was at that shop, it was a brand new shop in the hood. And every morning when I get there, I'd be outside sweeping. That was my way to waving to people, the people that ride by, so they'll know who I was. You see what I'm saying? That's how I built it up. I'm a new guy in a new city. So they had to feel safe who I, you know. So now I got the pass to go to the neighborhood store that everybody hang out with. People knew who I was. And then unfortunately something happened and I moved to another location. And when I moved to that location, the people from that side, you know, the old location followed me.
So you basically just blew yourself up.
I blew myself up because I knew the hustle. And people don't have that hustle. Everybody think they can go to the internet. Oh, shit, knock my drink down. Don't worry about it. Hey, you needed that anyway. Hey, look, that's what we need anyway. This is real interview.
Baylew said, fuck this.
And that's man, that's a good drink.
Somebody get Baylew some more liquor, man. Drink. Nah, this is Uncensored.
When I went to Fayetteville, it was just, when I went to Charlotte, it was just different. People, this how I blew up. After people seeing me, you know, ride by and all that. See, I done got off the subject. Repeat that last one you said real quick.
No, I say you basically blew yourself up.
Oh yeah. That's what I did. So what I did, I made me some flyers. Of course, you know, people don't do what they are supposed to do at the beginning. You know, when you was a barber back in the day, flyers, numbers, go to hand-to-hand combat. I meet you. I say, hey man, come see me and all that. They don't do that. Now everybody go to internet and everybody got the little apps to where you book. But when the clients come, they don't really like lock in like they supposed to lock in.
See, there's this thing called you can create and see. Shout out to Bishop of Crunk. You know what I'm saying? Because we actually went in on this. Like, if you think about it, there is something that's called social media, digital marketing.
Gotcha.
But what about all the people that don't deal with social media? You got to be hand to hand with them.
You got to. That's how I was doing with the comedy shows. You have to do that. And even as a new barber, I did that. And the people look at you and be like, oh, man, But now I can't sit down.
Facts.
I can't sit down.
Facts. That's what's up. So, like, how did relocating to Charlotte kind of, like, impact your whole career?
You know why? Because I be around people. I'm going to tell you what happened. The first time I moved to Charlotte, I seen a cat with dreads, right, having a conversation with somebody. And he was telling, and I was listening to him, and he was like, he was the owner and operator of a trucking company. And I'm from Fayetteville, where people with dreads really don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like one way. It's a military town. So you get looked at kind of different, you know. So when I seen somebody with dreads that was the owner and operator, I said, you know what? I had to get comfortable with that. You know,
I mean, did it fuck you up in a bad way? Or?
No, it was like a good way to let me know that regular people, you don't have to be military. You know, when you grow up in Fayetteville, you think military is the only way to go to be successful. You see what I'm saying? Other than that, you just got to be, you know. But when I came to Charlotte and realized that it don't matter who you was, you can be successful. I don't care if you black, white, gay, anything. You could be successful. And so when I came to Charlotte, I said, damn. You know, in Fayetteville, when I pass out flyers for a comedy show, it's like I got to pass out 1,000 just to get 10 people. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When I came to Charlotte, everybody was new. I didn't even meet nobody from Charlotte. Everybody, Ohio, Detroit, like different. So these people was really looking for me.
But you would think that you would see the same thing in Fayetteville because it's a military town. Many people. But also you leaving Fayetteville, coming to Charlotte, you left the politics behind too.
Man, I left all that shit. Yeah. I left all that behind, man. Listen, man, let me tell you something. The best thing I left, I can tell everybody this, and this is the truth. New people treat you better. When you go out here and you meet new people, they treat you better. I'm a whole different person. I'm not that guy that used to stay in the neighborhood that became successful. Now he not in the neighborhood. And you know what I'm saying? I'm who I want to be. They don't know my struggle. It seems like people that know your struggle treat you different. Mm-hmm. But if you don't know my struggle, you just think, oh man, you see what I'm saying? Now I'm learning how to get comfortable with letting people know that I'm good. You know what I'm saying? When I come to Fayetteville, I got to dumb myself down. I got to take up.
But why is that though? Why do you have to?
Because it's like, you know, they don't take you for the success. Everybody ain't going to take that the same way. You see what I'm saying? I go to Fayetteville and I let somebody know, and I tell somebody that I know can come to Charlotte and really take their career to the next level. I tell them twice, you bragging. You tell them the first time, you know what I'm saying? You probably let them, you know what I'm saying?
But
that's it.
This is Uncensored. Isn't it okay to pop your shit?
It's okay. I'm not used to it. I'm more of a humble dude. But this year here, I think I might just do that. You see what I'm saying? This year, because I think we got to go to another level. Like it's holding me back just being a regular, and I'm not regular no more. I mean, I'm sorry. Like I mean, a lot of people cut one celebrity, they're a celebrity barber. I'd have cut numerous celebrities.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Go follow my man Baylew the Barber on IG, Facebook. You will see who he cut. We gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm gonna keep dropping my drink. If y'all got me 2 drinks up here, if I drop these two, am I gonna get the whole damn bottle? Damn.
Hey, listen, man, I need everybody to keep it locked. We'll be right back. When we get back, man, we're going to get into some more Baylew the Barber. Y'all already know what it is, man. Look if you bucked in. Yes, you already know what it is. We still got Baylew the Barber in the building. How you feeling, homie?
Man, shit. After I knocked that cup down, y'all brought me 2 more.
My man got 2 cups. Y'all see him on the camera. He got 2 cups.
2 cups.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Listen, man, before the break, we was talking about, you know, your relocation to Charlotte and all of that. Let's talk about your relationship with Cam Newton.
Man, let me tell you something, man. I'm going to tell you the relationship with Cam Newton. When I be hearing people say something in the shop, sometimes that thing irritate me, but I don't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because Cam a different dude, man. Our relationship, it ain't like I call him. I don't talk to him like that. When I was his barber, I was his barber. Like our relationship was like, yo, your wife outside, tell her to come in. Your kids with you, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like my kids done been to his house. Cam rocks with me. Let me tell you how some of these people, like I'm telling you, when these people try to get celebrities, right? But then when they on their Instagram, they got all this, they smoking weed, they doing this, they doing that.
All that provocative shit.
They doing all that. So before I even met Cam, bro, he looked at my Instagram for probably like a month. He asked me for my Instagram. He didn't ask me, he asked the cameraman. That's how I met him. I know my man Amari, shout out to Amari. I cut his hair. And he's cameraman. You know what I'm saying? He's cameraman. So what happened is I cut his hair. Cam seen it. Cam reached out like, yo, you know, what's buddy Instagram? And he looked at it. He seen I was a safe family man that you know what I'm saying? So even with just cutting his hair, man, listen, let me tell you something. I cut his father hair. I have cut his brother hair, his kids hair. And he told me I have been over, you know, cutting his kid's hair with his mom there, by herself. Like that's the trust he got in me. So I respect that man because I done been over to his spot. Like I used to cut him like every week, man. Every week, sometimes twice a week. I'm talking about, yo, the relationship was cool while he was here. Now when they let him go, that shit kind of pissed me off.
and you know what? That's the dope thing about it because you being a barber, and remember early in the interview, we was talking about like most barbers don't know how to spark up a conversation.
Yeah.
With the clients, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like with you cutting Cam Newton's hair,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? A pro football player, star quarterback player for the Carolina Panthers. At that point in time, how did you keep your composure?
Man, let me tell you something. I was nervous as hell. When Cam is different. Cam a different dude. Like you might go over there one day, he probably playing Meek Mills, you know what I'm saying? And then you go over there like another day, he might be playing jazz or something like that. Cam made me realize how, you know what I'm saying, famous people, you can't really judge them because he goes through it. Like you gotta think he's a young man, right? With responsibilities as an adult. Like he deals with shit that I haven't even dealt with.
But his money make him look much older.
Yeah, his money make him look much older, but he still, so when he do something that's young, his age, like, it's like, damn, Cam, I didn't know you was cool like that. You see what I'm saying? But because you always looking at him as the mature guy.
Facts.
Cam way more mature than a regular 30-something-year-old, you know what I'm saying? He's way more mature.
What you think about his podcast? Well, he got a
Yeah. That's cool. I haven't watched all of it, man. But Cam, man, he built for something like that. You see what I'm saying? He's like that. Now, when I cut him, we didn't have too many conversations, like you know what I'm saying, like the podcast conversations. When I cut him, it was around the time that it was like Carolina wasn't doing too well. So I was kind of like, you know, I avoided conversation.
Kind of like now.
I would see him on Insta. I would see him probably stroll through some shit that probably had something to do with him, and I was like, it'll hurt me. You see what I'm saying? So I just kept it quiet.
So when you see other people, gospel coming into the like barbershop and they talking down or
oh man, it kind of bothers me.
How did that make you feel?
I don't say that, but it bothers me because when you know somebody, it's a different feel. Something happened, and I moved to another location.
Yep, you already know what it is. Coming right back to you with Baylew the Barber in the building. Still with me. We keeping it locked and loaded right here on the #1 show, straight uncensored on the Rise. You already know how it is. Hey, listen, before the break, Baylew, we was talking about Behind the Chair documentary. Please, before we wrap things up, tell me about the documentary.
Man, the documentary, listen, let me tell you something. First of all, the documentary was going to get filmed by Amari. Amari was the guy that I chose, but that's Cam guy. You know, Cam... If Cam call you, nigga, you goddamn you and Cam. So I'm out of a camera, man. Goddamn, I'm gonna need somebody. But when I do this documentary, this was my goal to tell people where I started from, which was in the neighborhood Foxfire. Ethiopian parent, mom didn't know how to read and write, sister disabled, my brother doing his thing. It's just like living a life, trying to become somebody. So it starts off with that, but explaining where, from behind the chair, how I became successful and live the lifestyle that a doctor can live, a damn, you know what I'm saying? Somebody in politics can live that you wouldn't believe. You know what I'm saying? You can live in a neighborhood where these people live. And really can do that, and people don't believe that. Our people just, we just stuck on, so behind the chair we just explain, and then what we do behind the chair. We're more than just barbers, therapists. You have to, you have to listen. Like your ears have to be, it ain't too much talking, but people really, once they get to know you and know what kind of energy you got, they start opening up to you.
That's a fact. I
got a veteran right now, that done been shot, then killed people. In different conversations, he done been, saying that. Now, when I say kill people, it's military related, doing what he had to do to protect his life. But he needs somebody to talk to. And I learned that from being in Fayetteville. It's a lot of military people that need somebody to talk to. You see what I'm saying? So that's what puts me especially. So I build relationships with people to where, it's like I get, man, listen, people look out for me. You know what I'm saying? People, your energy is really big. I didn't really learn that till I was like over 40. Like energy is really big. And the situation that I behind the chair is like I deal with people that goes through problems. What are you going to do if somebody come to you and say, listen, man, my son just died. Have you dealt with something? What would you say to that? Like I deal with so many people that I understand. Like I learned that it's always 2 or 3 people that's the same. You know what I'm saying? I deal with so many people. I can kind of judge you when you come in the door, what kind of person you is, what kind of energy. And I learned even with pastors, when they come in, like, you don't have to announce that you're a pastor. I'm going to turn the music off just off how you come in. Like, I can judge people. So behind the chair, I understand people. So people goes through a lot of stuff that men, like over 40, you deal with stuff. And men don't they can't talk to the wife because the wife gonna say, what are you complaining about?
Exactly.
They bring it to God, but they don't feel like they get no answer back. They can't bring it to their best friend because their best friend I can't tell you about my wife because what you're gonna do is try to go behind my back and try to hit your wife.
Exactly.
So they tell your barber. Now what your barber gonna say? Now I can't be the one to say, oh well damn, your wife cheating on you. No, you have to give him some words of encouragement. So behind the chair, so with this documentary, I'm letting you know how I became successful. I'm more than just a barber. Now, a barber it's people that's way nastier than me that can cut designs, put a motherfucking face, put a whole house in the back of the motherfucking head. But are they going to be there on time? Do you get there at 6 o'clock in the morning? From 6 to motherfucking 9 o'clock at night? Do you stand on your feet all day? No breaks. You see what I'm saying? Like I even, and the thing is that sets me apart. I would cut a Cam Newton hair, but I don't come back to work and charge a nigga $100 for a haircut.
Right. Like when they say yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Yeah.
You cut Cam's hair, so now you charging everybody up charge.
It really.
Can you do that though?
I can do that. But I allow you to do what you want to do. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all the ones that keep me paid. But let's get back on the behind the chair is where I'm going to explain to you that you're more than just a barber. You're a counselor. And if you're not, barbers just want to cut. Oh, I'm fresh. I'm to death. But you're not making no money. You're not really paying no bills. You see what I'm saying? You're not really making no money. Now, shout out to the internet barbers that's now making the money. The Vic Blends. The Vic Blends. I need to learn how to really do the internet stuff. But like I said, I got the blue check in real life. Babe, talk your shit.
Yeah, talk it.
I'm gonna talk my shit. I got a blue check in real life. Like I can show you exactly how to do it, but it comes more than just being a barber. I can show you just how to keep the family together. It's been times where, I can show you. It's a lot of shit I can show you. I'm not gonna really like put it out there because I really want the documentary to be real special. It shows how a kid that don't have no money to even go to his to go to the graduation. The little trips that they have that has to pay for his own cap and gown. I'm telling you how the kid that grew up with the have to deal with a parent that really didn't do. Father died at a young age. Mama don't read and write. Had to do everything himself in school because brother don't have time to help him. And then had to enroll in the barber. I even tell you the program how to get into barber school. I never had to pay the barber school. I went through a program. I played like I was slow. You see what I'm saying? You got to have common sense in this game. That's how I got to get in the barber school for free. And they paid me for transportation. You see what I'm saying? So I'm explaining all that in the documentary, how to really, and then the barber be behind the chair, put me around people that even rappers can't even get around. You see what I'm saying? It's rappers can't get on Sway in the Morning. Rappers ain't been around Snoop. Rappers ain't been around Money Bags. Rapper ain't, you know what I'm saying? I do stuff that, shit.
fight parties with goddamn Mayweather. I got videos. But see, now I'm talking my shit now because I never showed these things. I never put it out. It's being in spurts. You know, I might throw it out there, but people don't really know who I am. Like, I'm scared. I tuck my chain in. But goddamn it, I'm successful off this barbering thing. And me and my wife is successful. We got my kid about to graduate. So we doing things, we living like the Cosbys, but we don't have to be doctors.
Exactly.
We don't have to be doctors. People think that if they can't be this and that and this and that, they can't achieve the dream, the American dream. And I'm here to tell you, goddamn it, you can achieve the dream.